in an archaeological tale, the deeper we go, the older the material is.
Right.
And so we have the Islamic period here at Shiloh, we have Byzantine, we go back into early Roman, late Second Temple, in other words, times, the Hellenistic, and then back through Persian, what we would call Iron II, the period of the kings, the period of the judges, or the Mishkan period, then back to the Canaanite or Amorite period. So it's a very rich history in the occupational profile here. There was a major news story last summer on Shiloh and on me, and I think the Israeli news outlet intended it as a pejorative, but I took it very differently than the way that they intended it. What they said was that while Stripling and his team do vigorous scientific archaeology, they lie outside the mainstream of Israeli archaeology in that they take the Bible as a serious text. I think they meant that as a pejorative. I agreed with everything they said. Guilty as charged. Yes, we're doing vigorous scientific research, and yes, we take the Bible as a serious text. These are churches. There's actually 4 churches here in the southern approach. They're standing by one. Here's another. They've got the remains of another one there. So the Christians in the 5th century seem to be venerating the south here, believing that something important had happened here, perhaps that the Mishkan had been here. But it's my view that perhaps the Mishkan was portable at Shiloh, that it moved from, it didn't have to be in one location, it's a tent. And because of the cultic system, the sacrificial system, you have a large quantity of animal bones and remains, and there's the smell and the hygiene issues. And so perhaps seasonally with the wind, it's even moving to various places on the site until maybe a permanent structure is built here. Just behind us in our Area D is a massive bone deposit with bones only from the biblical sacrificial system, full of late Bronze Age pottery with restorable vessels as if they're drink offerings. So very, very clearly this was a sacrificial site. The most basic of all human questions that people of all cultures, all socioeconomic strata have is like, how do I connect with God? How do I bridge that gap between us when we fracture our relationships and between God? And so sacrifice provides a means by which we can recover broken relationships. We seem a little outside the mainstream, to quote that news outlet. Fine, then the mainstream needs to shift back into realia, okay? We live in real world, and most people do have things that they believe.